Good morning, everyone. It's February 20th, and it's time for another video update. And in this video update, I want to talk about where I think all these videos are going to go from this point forward. You're going to still see the traditional shop videos that I always did for those that like those videos. But a lot of the videos going forward are going to place an emphasis on what we call information assurance. For those of you that don't know what that is, that's computer security. I'm going to be breaking down complex security topics into terms that normal human beings, as I like to say, can understand. I've had a lot of feedback on the recent videos, and that seems to be what most of the people want to see. So I think we're going to head in that direction going forward. And on that note, today I think I would like to talk about how I'm actually going to start to do this. The first thing that I need to do is I need to give everyone some definitions of security and definitions of terms that we're going to be using going forward. So the first term that I want to discuss is, what is a vulnerability? You may have heard a lot about security vulnerabilities, or there's a vulnerability in Windows, or there's a vulnerability in such a program, or there's a vulnerability in the Equifax website, for example, when we had the Equifax security breach that I'm sure everyone is familiar with. A security vulnerability is simply a problem with something that creates a security hole that can later be used to breach the security of a given system. Vulnerabilities are everywhere. Vulnerabilities can be in program code. Vulnerabilities can be in procedures. Vulnerabilities can be in humans. Humans are the weakest link in the security chain. Basically, it's human procedures and human error that causes 99% of the security problems that are out there today. And this is something that I've always believed, and this is something that when I study large security breaches, i.e. Equifax, i.e. Target, i.e. Home Depot, it's something that I see over and over and over again, is that when you study these breaches in it, and you get down right to the core of the breach, the cause is something that could have been prevented if some very basic measures had been followed. And I will be demonstrating this in upcoming videos as I talk about some of these large security breaches and what exactly caused them in understandable terms. The next term I want to talk about is exploit. An exploit is something that is done to take advantage of an existing security vulnerability. Exploits can be malicious software, or exploits can be something that a human attacker does to a system to take advantage of a security vulnerability that exists. Sometimes a security vulnerability can exist for years and go unnoticed until it has been exploited by a malicious actor. In a lot of cases, this is what happens. Equifax website, that vulnerability, I believe, and I will clarify this when I discuss that in the next video, that particular vulnerability went unnoticed for several months before it was exploited by a malicious attacker. The target vulnerability, that's kind of a unique situation, and I will talk about why in that video, but it's very likely that that particular exploit that allowed that security breach to take place went unnoticed for years, because that problem actually originated in a small business. It did not originate with Target itself, which is an interesting point. Like I said, I'll bring that up when I talk about the Target security breach. So those are a couple of the basic definitions that we need to remember going forward. Is vulnerability a hole or problem that exists in the system that allows for a security breach to occur, and exploit, taking advantage of a vulnerability to allow for a security breach to occur. Some security breaches are so simple that they really don't get exploited per se, and we'll discuss some of those really simple breaches later on. Some security breaches cannot occur without the use of an exploit program or procedure to take advantage of the vulnerability that exists. As always, rate, comment, subscribe. If you have any questions, feel free to leave a comment. Let me know what you think of the direction these videos are mostly going to be taking. From the feedback that I've seen so far, I think it's going to be a very positive thing. And I will see everyone next time. Talk to everyone soon. Have a nice day. Bye-bye.